Imagine walking into a village where the fires are still warm, but every single person is gone.
No struggle, no footprints, just silence.
Imagine hiking into the frozen wilderness and finding an entire village abandoned, silent, and eerily untouched.
Food still on the table, fires still burning, dogs frozen to death in their harnesses, and not a single soul in sight.
One of Canada's most baffling urban legends, the mysterious disappearance of the Angikuni village.
The discovery. It was November 1930 when a Canadian fur trapper named Joe Labelle arrived at the remote village near Lake Angikuni in the Kivalik region of Nunavut.
Labelle had visited before. He knew the villagers, skilled Inuit families who lived off the land. But what he found that day shook him to his core.
The village was silent, disturbingly silent. Not a single person around, but it wasn't deserted like a ghost town. It was as if everyone had just left.
Mukluks were still by the fires. Meals were cooking over flames. Rifles, essential for survival, were left behind.
And most haunting of all, sled dogs were found dead, starved and tied to posts. No sign they had been fed or freed.
Labelle went to the nearest telegraph office and sent for help. Official investigation. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police arrived days later. They confirmed the village was empty, no signs of struggle, no signs of disease, no bodies, just absence.
Things got weirder. The graves in the small burial ground, dug up. The coffins were empty.
There were reports, unconfirmed but chilling, that strange lights had been seen in the sky over Lake Angikuni around the time of the disappearance.
Lights in 1930. Before satellites, before drones. Locals swore they saw glowing orbs floating silently above the village.
No conclusive evidence ever surfaced. No footprints, no migration trail, nothing.
Theories. Alien abduction. Of course, one of the most popular theories is extraterrestrial involvement.
With lights in the sky and no physical evidence of where the villagers went, some believe the entire population was taken by an alien force.
Sounds far-fetched. Maybe. But in the Arctic wilderness, where the skies are open and silent, it's not hard to imagine. Wendigo, or supernatural entity, some point to Inuit mythology. One legend speaks of the Wendigo, a malevolent spirit that consumes entire communities.
Or perhaps it was Kalupalik, a creature said to lure people into the icy depths.
These stories weren't just bedtime tales. They were cautionary warnings. And many locals believed the land was haunted.
Government cover-up. Here's where it gets murky. Some researchers claim there are no official RCMP records of the event.
Skeptics suggest the story may have originated from a fabricated newspaper article, possibly a mix of truth and sensationalism.
Or was it redacted? Hidden? The Cold War era was approaching, and remote regions like this were prime testing grounds for secret operations. Hoax or hidden truth? In 1959, author Frank Edwards claimed the story in his book, Stranger Than Science.
Some journalists tracked down RCMP logs and found no mention. But others argue oral traditions and missing records don't mean it didn't happen.
The Arctic doesn't give up its secrets easily, and if an entire village did vanish, perhaps the truth lies buried beneath the ice.
Parallels and legacy. The Angikuni mystery has echoes of other strange vanishings. Roanoke, Dyatlov Pass, the Flannan Isles lighthouse keepers.
Human vanishings, especially in isolated places, strike a primal fear that we could just cease to be.
Whether it was aliens, spirits, or something we can't yet comprehend, the Angikuni mystery endures.
So what do you think happened at Lake Angikuni? Did something supernatural occur, or was it just a story that grew over time?
If you enjoyed this video, maybe like and subscribe.
Until next time, stay curious.